electric disc has ceramic top and copper bottom. So when force is exerted, it has a chemical reaction that generates electricity. This generated electricity will then be stored. In sunny areas, we can add more renewable energy through solar panels. And
of all the participants, students as well as the teachers. So kindly join us on the stage. Yes, come join us on the stage.
Nikhil Sundar, from expert to AIMS New Delhi.
Degree KG, from expert to Jipma Pondicherry.
Sash Ranfandel, from expert to Jipmar Puducherry.
Shreyas Mahalingam, from expert to Jipmar Pondicherry.
I'm Suchit Prasad, from expert to Jipmar Pondicherry.
Varun Siddhapagowda, from expert to Jipmar Puducherry.
Charan Gaura, from expert to Jipmar Pondicherry.
Sai Lakshmi Narayana, from expert to Jipmar Puducherry.
Kirti Kiran, from expert to Jipma Pondicherry.
Siddesh Damalli, from expert to AIMS Jodhpur.
K. Hanan Abdul Rahman, from expert to AIMS Bhubaneswar.
Vachal, from expert to AIMS Bhubaneswar.
Yogit Goda H, from expert to AIMS Bhubaneswar.
Yashas Gowda, from expert to AIMS Bhubaneswar.
Manish from expert to AIMS Bhopal.
Vachana Bagodi, from expert to AIMS Nagpur.
Danish Ahmed, from expert to AIMS Mangalore.
K. Rihan Mohammed, from expert to getting allotted in AIMS Guwahati.
Kiran Shetty from expert to AIMS Madurai.
Shayan K. Bandiera, from expert got allotted to Jipmar Karaika.
Soumya Gangapur, from expert to Jipma Karaika.
Has been a vibrant showcase of scientific curiosity, creativity, and youthful brilliance. As we gather for the valedictory ceremony, we reflect on a day enriched with learning, innovation, and meaningful connections. and commend every participant who contributed to the success of XCELERATE 2025. On this occasion, we are truly privileged to have with us Shri Darshan HV, Deputy Commissioner of Dakshina Kannada. We welcome you, sir. I wholeheartedly welcome our Chairman, Professor Narendra L. Nayak. A cordial welcome to our Vice Chairperson, Dr. Usha Prabha N. Nayak. I also extend a warm welcome to the IT Director, Mr. Ankushan Nayak, our Principal, Professor Ramachandra Bhatt. I take great pleasure in welcoming all our mentors and judges, teachers and students from various schools. A warm welcome to the members of the media, my dear colleagues and non-teaching faculty. We are honored to welcome Shri Darshan HV, IAS, the Deputy Commissioner of Dakshina Kannada District, as our chief guest for XCELERATE 2025. With Industrial Engineering and Management Education from JSS ATE College, Bangalore, Mr. Darshan is a 2016 batch officer of the Indian Administrative Service. He brings over 9 years of distinguished service, marketed by analytical acumen and administrative excellence in the key roles across Karnataka. He was also the Additional Commissioner for Commercial Taxes Department, Bengaluru, where he played a pivotal role in enhancing the state's revenue system through data-driven governance. As the 134th Deputy Commissioner of Dakshina Kannada, Mr. Darshan now leads one of the state's most dynamic districts, overseeing its development, administration, and disaster preparedness. He also serves as a director, Directorate of Electronics, IT, BT, and Managing Director of Karnataka Innovation and Technological Society, contributing for Karnataka's digital and technological advancement. We are privileged to have him with us today to inspire and encourage the young scientific minds gathered here. May I now request the DC, Shri Darshan HV, to address the august gathering.
Very good evening, everyone. Okay. Respected dignitaries on stage and my dear friends. So first of all, it's lovely to see all of you here, smiling faces, young and energetic. I always like to address such kind of gathering because this is where it's quite challenging, and also, we get a different kind of expression, and you are basically the future of India, future of Karnataka, and also the district. You will be the representation. You will be representing our country, our state, and so many other things. So, as I said, all such kind of gatherings are something that I don't like to miss. And first of all, I would like to apologize to all of you. Initially, I was supposed to come at 4, but for obvious reason, I just had to postpone it since I had one more meeting that came up suddenly. My apologies for the organizers and also for you all. Secondly, just wanted to know how many of you are 11th and 12th here? Okay, ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರೋರೆಲ್ಲ 11th and 12th. Okay. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಬೆಟರೋ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಬೆಟರೋ? ಸಾರಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್, ಫೈನ್. ನೋ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ಹೌ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಲಿ, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 9th and 10th standard? Okay, good. Anybody below 9th and 10th standard? Okay. Can anybody below 9th and 10th standard tell me why you are here? Anybody? Your mother forced you, your father forced you, your teacher forced you, or somebody just took it saying that I'll get you something and then you came. Yeah, you can tell, please. Sorry? I think mic ಏನಾರು ಇದೆ. Loudly. Mic ಕೊಡಿಪ್ಪ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ.
To win the competition.
To win the competition, okay. Which competition did you attend?
X-Ignite.
Okay. Did you give your best?
Yes.
Yes. That's all matters, not whether winning or losing. Yes, and that, yes, please.
To participate and learn new things.
Did you learn anything today?
Yes, a lot.
What did you learn? Can you please explain?
In biology, we learned different types of seeds, and in physics, we learned about some laws, and we learned how to make a helicopter. And in chemistry, we learned about indicators, and we did few experiments. So,
good.
To participate in more of these competitions and exhibitions, so that I can make like connections, friends for my future.
Okay. Are you happy that you are here today?
Of course.
Nice. Good to know.
Something new after coming here, like by interacting with others and all. So that's the thing. What like we can learn something from where we go somewhere. So
Good.
That's what I learned.
Good, good. Thank you for sharing. Anybody from behind want to tell something? I said again, it's really nice to see all of you. And wherever I go, I tell certain stories. You know, stories are something that actually catapulted my imagination. So normally, when I used to be in high school and 11th and 12th and then degree, I always used to sit behind. You know, if I sleep, nobody would get to know. If I wanted to play something on phone, nobody would get to know. The best part is I can actually do something, you know, either throw something at someone I know, or I can just walk away from behind, something like that. But I really want to thank all my teachers who had made sure that I never went out, so that I can come forward in life and have a great beginning at what I did. And on this dais, I want to thank all of them for hitting me, for scolding me, and for making sure that the gates are locked and everything, and for forcing me to do something which I didn't want to do. So anyway, not talking too much about that, I would like to tell you one thing, how we say Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, and Guru Devo Bhava. No matter what happens, these three are your gods. Of course, there are so many other gods. These three are the gods you can always rely on. Your mother will always say something, do something that is always better for you. Your father will make sure that in whatever his way, whether it is a rude way or a softer way, will make sure that your career will go in the right direction. And of course, your teachers. Your teachers can be your friends, your teachers can be your actual teachers, your teachers can be anyone. Anyone who actually guides you is a teacher. And I would also like to remember my father, my mother, all my teachers here. So having said that, so I'd like to start with one simple story. So there was a guy initially most of the ones studying in some old school and some village kind of atmosphere, then from village to a town, then to a town to a small city, then to small city to a bigger city. So when he came to the bigger city, he completed his graduation. After 11th and 12th, some kind of graduation. The question now is, many of you who is sitting behind, after 11th and 12th, many of you would be having an idea, okay, this is the stream that I want to go to, because nowadays, thanks to the development of technology, you know what you want to do. Many of you would know what you want to do. But during our times, and I'm sure during all your times, only if someone tells us, these are the kind of things or streams or various, sectors that you want to go to, then only we would understand. We would not know what a computer is. We would not know what even a calculator is. We would not know what a differentiation or calculation or partial differentiation is. So that was the kind of age where information availability was scarce. So now information is wealth. Then also information was wealth, but not everybody used to get it. So in that case, after graduating, not many of the graduates would know what to go with it. Somebody will say, okay, let's do this. They would do this. Somebody would say, let's write an exam. We would write an exam. Somebody would say, we'll start a business. We'll start a business. And somebody would say, let's do masters and other things. Then we would do that. So one person actually decided, okay, let me do something. And he actually started preparing for an exam. Now, what about an exam? What kind of exam are we looking at? So we have a lot of exams, KPSC, UPSC, which I wrote, Union Public Service Commission. There are practically more than 300 different government exams that you can write, apart from the private related exams. So he chose one of those exams. Let us say UPSC itself. So how UPSC actually works is very simple. You prepare for 1 year, you write the exam for 1 year. If you don't clear, then again you have to prepare for 1 year. So every time you don't clear an exam, you have to wait 1 more year. It's the same in my case also. So what happens is the first year he gave his best. So the whole year he prepared, just like how you guys are preparing now. And the exam actually takes place for 1 year because it runs for 3 stages. Initially it will be multiple choice questions, then will be descriptive, then later it will be an interview. So people who would reach interview might also not get selected, then he or she has to redo the whole thing. Now in this case, he started preparing for the exam. He prepared it for 1 good year, 1 whole year, then wrote the exam for the first time. In the preliminary exam, we always have a cut-off marks, just like how you guys would be having in NEET and CET and other things. For the first year, the cut-off was around 190, and he got 188. Just missed it by just 2 marks. But that 2 marks is different. To get the 2 marks, you have to fight out with thousands of people. So, okay, he lost it. He did not clear it for the first time. Then again, second year, he started preparing for it, still more, with more vigor, with more determination, with more effort, smart effort and all. So, in the second year, the cutoff was 241, 241. And he got 239. So, again, 2 marks, not much of a difference. It was just like a touch and go, something like a 1-run win or 1-1 loss in cricket. Okay, he thought maybe third time is the best time, so let's do something. Okay, third time. By that time he had already lost 3 years of his youth, I would say, whereas his other friends and all are actually earning, doing something, or preparing for masters, doing PG or whatever. So he thought he will give 1 more try. Okay, let me give 1 more try. The third is the, what they say, third time is always the best time. He gave it for the third time. The cutoff was 208 and he got 206. I know, mathematically if we see, I'm sure some maths teacher would say, it is close to impossible to lose 3 years or 3 exams with only 2 marks. But there is a probability there, but it happened. So, losing 3 years, 3 exams, 4 years. So 4 years is basically a degree. You could have done a degree in those 4 years. And what do you do after failing for 3 years? So you have 2 options, or that person had 2 options. One, just continue, give all the attempts. The attempts were 4. Fourth will always be the last attempt. Either give the last attempt and find out whether you can do it or not, and then go to plan B, plan C, plan D. Or you just quit right there and try to do something. Now, my dear friends, all of you will reach in certain kind of thing where you need to balance your pros and cons. What would you have done? Can somebody tell? Would you have continued? Would you have looked for other plan B? Okay, how many of you would have continued? Good. How many of you? There is no right or wrong answer, by the way. Okay. So how many would have, I won't say quit, would have stopped, thought about other options, exploring other options? How many would have explored other options? Fine. So can anybody say, if you are willing to say, why you wanted to continue? Because there is no guarantee that you are going to clear again. Obru mic kodtirappa.
Used to writing the exam every year, preparing for it as if you went for your plan B, C or D. You would not be used to that new environment. You would not adapt fastly, and it
I know.
Wouldn't be very beneficial for you.
Good. You know the ground. That lady over there, Alli Kodigidu.
Considering the fact that you have already attempted it 3 times, there must be a reason you have already given the exam 3 times. So therefore, there definitely is a reason. And considering you have believed it yourself enough to write it 3 times, just go for the 4th attempt. Considering you have already put 3 years of effort into it, might as well put a 4th.
A very rational explanation. I'm surprised actually. Say something one more before we wind up, please.
Take plan B itself, because if I take the 4th year and fail again, there are only 4 attempts. Then I'm forced to take plan B itself.
Yes. Fine, that's not a bad answer there. See, as he said, stop, think about it, rethink your priorities and do it. And out of these two options, this person actually took the first one. He said, okay, fourth might be the last one, let me give my best. And he actually wrote the exam again, cleared the preliminary exams, good, cleared the mains exam, good, cleared the interview also, good. He got 48th rank for India and first for Karnataka, and my dear friend, that is me. Yeah. Thank you very much. I am definitely not boasting about it. It is just that when we talk about ourselves, it makes sense instead of talking about others. And my dear friends, we were around 1,100 people who had cleared exams. And each of those of my colleagues, of my batchmates had different exams. I had one person who had to swim out of his island to go for studies to prepare for the exam. I had one person who had to wait for 6 years to clear this exam. I had one person who started giving exam after the tragedy in his family happened, when his mother died, then followed up by his father. So I have more than 1,000 such stories which I can tell about each one of them. I'm sure when you succeed, all of you will be having the stories. So basically, why I always keep mentioning this is, the gist is very simple. If you want to do something, you should do that. Failures and success are basically a part of your future, or a part of your life. If you fail today, that doesn't mean that you will not succeed tomorrow. If you succeed today, that doesn't mean that you will not fail tomorrow. So it is the both. It is as if two sides of the same coin. What I wanted to tell here is, if there is a target that you have set for yourself, if there is some achievement that you want to do, whatever it is, you wanted to become a doctor, please become a doctor. You want to become an engineer, please become an engineer. A teacher, yes. A librarian, yes. An astronaut, yes. A scientist, yes. A sailor, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We basically have, at least what I know is, 3,126 professions that I know of. I'm sure there are more professions out there. So look for it and do it. If you can't run towards your target, please walk. If you can't walk, at least stand, look into it and crawl towards it. But no matter what, do not stop trying. The day you stop trying is the day you lose. The day you lose is as good as we are dead. So that's how we should be, and that's how your future also should be. Doesn't matter where you are or what you do, always keep in mind, keep going towards your goal, and the goal will make sure, and the people will make sure that you will actually reach there. So coming back to what we have said, so after that I cleared, and so and so things happened, we got the thing, and for 7 years I've been working, 7 plus 2 years, 9 years I've been working in this system. And to be sure, just to be tell you that I have had the most satisfaction or satisfactory years of my life while working in this, because every day I do is directly or indirectly I'll be helping people, and that's what I wanted to do in my life, and that's what I'm doing in my life now. Secondly, coming back to, thank you. Secondly, I always tell, I keep getting calls even today, sir, I want to become an IAS, I want to become an IPS and other things. It's a difficult choice to make, because these kind of exams, it's not just about, your intelligence. It's also about the opportunity and a little bit of luck. Why? Because around 13 lakhs of the students write this exam, throughout the country, and only 1,000 or 900 people get inside. So it's a cutthroat competition. I would encourage people going through such kind of exams, but if you can't make it, there are people who could not make it. I won't say that everybody makes it, but it is something that is worth trying. But instead of trying, it is only that if you want to become an officer, you should come into this. Now, secondly, after coming into this, so many of the students, they actually come up with a various kind of issues. It might be emotional, it can be social or other things and all. So I would say, just be yourself. The more you be yourself, the better will be your confidence, and I'm sure your friends, your family, and of course your teachers will guide you to wherever you want to go and whatever you want to do. And my dear friends, it's always an honor and a pleasure to address such kind of young minds, and I'm sure out of this 15 minutes you have learned something, and I'm pretty sure that I will be seeing all of you or some of you someday in a place where all of you will be remembered. So thank you for bearing with me, and I hope I have not bored you, and I hope that no one has slept behind. So thank you very much for not sleeping. Good day. I'll be happy to address if it is needed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable thoughts. The remarkable achievements of our participants, I invite Ms. Rachna to take over and lead to the prize distribution.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for the most awaited moment of the day, the announcement of the winners and the overall champions of XCELERATE 2025. Firstly, I would like to congratulate all the participants for their active involvement and participation in various events throughout the day. May I now request a respected chief guest and other dignitaries to kindly do the honors. Quiz. The first place is backed by Chaitanya Shri R. Udupa and Satvik Kunda from Viveka English Medium High School, Kota. I request the participants to kindly come over to the dais and receive your prizes. Sarpe and Anya Hegde from Cambridge School, Mangalore. By Arushka Lasarpe and Anya Hegde, Cambridge School, Mangalore. The next event workshop. The first place goes to Adyat Shettu and Kanika Jain from Cambridge School, Mangalore. Is backed by Abhay Aloysius Lobo and Petar Tejas Bhatt from Presidency School, Mangalore. That is interactive demo. Excite, that is interactive demo. The first prize goes to Rishabh R. Shetty and Arav Thotunvidu, Amrita Vidyalayam, Mangalore. By Umisha Alva and Gaganvi Samalad from Cambridge School, Mangalore. The next event, exhibit model making. The first place goes to Shrestha Naik and Shasta Naik from Shakti Residential School. The second place is backed by Kaushik N. Karvi and Sanvish M. Pujari from Presidency School, Mangalore. Announce the overall championship. The runners of the runner-up of XCELERATE 2025. Any guesses? It's Team Sputnik, that is Presidency School, Mangalore. Participants along with their teacher in charge to kindly come over to the dais and receive the prizes. I request all the teacher in charges to please join the team. I request all the winners to kindly post the photo again. Champions of XCELERATE 2025 are the champions of XCELERATE 2025 goes to it's Cambridge School, Mangalore. I request all the participants along with their in-charge teacher. Congratulations to all the winners.
As a token of appreciation, we request our VC ma'am and Chairman sir to give away a token of appreciation to RDC. Our winners, and a special thank you to every participant. Your creativity and passion has made this fest an inspiring journey. I kindly invite the Program Director of XCELERATE, Mr. Saurabh Anchan, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Profound gratitude as the Program Director of XCELERATE 2020 to extend our sincere appreciation to our Chief V, Deputy Commissioner of Dakshina Kannada, for gracing the function with his esteemed presence and inspiring us with his valuable words. In his absence, I would like to thank him. To our chairperson, appreciation for your continuous guidance and insight along the way. Thank you, sir. Also, to our vice chairperson, ma'am, we extend our deepest appreciation for your continuous guidance and support, right from the beginning till the very end. I am also deeply grateful to our IT director, Mr. Ankush N. Naik, for ensuring the technical aspects of our event. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks goes to our principal, Professor Ramchandra Bhatt, for his thoughtful acumen. Thank you, sir. I would also like to express my utmost gratitude to the principal of Expert PU College, Valachil, Dr. N.K. Vijayan Karipal, as well as the faculty of our sister campus, that is Valachil campus, for coordinating the meticulous planning as a team and the smooth execution of XCELERATE. Thank you, everybody. My sincere thanks also goes to the judges who meticulously evaluated each event with their expertise and constructive feedback. Thank you, judges. A big round of applause and appreciation goes to our presenters of the XCELERATE event for their creativity and enthusiasm that brought science to life today. Thank you, presenters. On behalf of the expert group of institutions, I am truly indebted to our food partners, Spices and Chefs, for providing us with scrumptious food. Thank you, Spices and Chefs. Participants, thank you, Skulba Company. Also, my thanks goes to Ms. Masala, Ms. Mamata Prasad, proprietor of Friends Plywood for the coaster, Mr. Sachin Putran, proprietor of Bubbles Juice, and Mr. Keshav, proprietor of Mudra Printers, for the gift hampers to the winners and runners-up. Thank you to all the sponsors. I also want to acknowledge Director Rakshita Prabhu for her dedication throughout this journey. Thank you, ma'am. To my colleagues and non-teaching faculty, I extend my deepest appreciation for your tireless work behind the scenes and to all my colleagues and dear teachers. And evenly, I would like to extend my warmest thanks to all and making this event so vibrant and successful. Thank you to all the participants and all the accompanying teachers, the media persons, for giving a wide coverage of this first ever Science Fest XCELERATE 2025. Thank you to all the media persons. Once again, my sincere gratitude to you, one and all, for your contributions, and we look forward to seeing you at our future events. Thank you, one and all.